Guys, if you're stuck in this situation against a powerful and angry bully guy, what should we do? Just grab your both hands and wants to push you to the car or to the wall. Here I tell you what to do.
Can you explain what's the purpose of grabbing my hands for the guy?
See, in real fights, when the both sides gets really angry and nervous, the hands are considered as a threat for the other person. When I show him my hands, even if I'm not gonna hurt him, he gets angry and he wants to put away the threat out of his way. So he grabs my both hands, and because his anger gets to its climax, he might use a headbutt or anything, or maybe he just push me to the wall. That's not the topic, we're gonna do something earlier. Bring your hands up. You see, maybe here I don't want to hurt him, but when I see this, I think he's threatening me. So I want to keep the threat out of my way. We all know this is the act of threat, but this one is for peace. So when I see these hands, I want to grab the threat. I want to grab the hands and put them on his chest, right onto his chest. You see, and why is that on his chest? Because it's the best way for me. In this way I can control him. When I grab his hands and put them on his chest, he can't use a headbutt from me. But if I don't, as you see here, he can easily hit me. So that's why he grabs the hands. So here when he has grabbed me and pushed me to the wall, here I'm really nervous, and also I don't want to cause him a serious damage. So what should I do? Now here you may think the wall makes things worse for me, but that's wrong. That's the best help I can use. I can use the wall to keep my stability here. The wall or car or anything can really help me to stay stable. So when I have nothing behind me, I might lose my balance. So my hands may go up and down, I may fall. But when I'm here, I have the stability to use any technique I want here. Now here many teachers say you can use your head to hit the face. Yes, you can, but that's not the best way. You can do it, but it's too dangerous and it causes a lot of damage, because his nose will definitely break when I use the head. Guys, what we're trying to do here is to reduce the damage as much as possible. Sometimes you say you're really powerful, you don't need this, you don't mess around with this guy. When it calls bomb, the punch goes to his face. But if you have the knowledge, if you know the techniques, you will definitely fight in a way which has the least damage for him. And after that you won't get in trouble with the police or anything. Now here what to do. When he's grabbing my hands and he wants to push the hands to my chest, as you see, you need to think here. You need to use the physics. When he's grabbing my hands and pushing me, I need to upset his balance. The most important rule and the most basic rule in fights is that the first person who loses the balance loses the fight. When you know this rule and you know losing the balance is really dangerous in a real fight for you, to prevent that, keep one foot ahead. So when my feet are positioned like this, he can't play with me easily. You see here when he pulls me, I'm right here. But when I'm standing like this, he can pull me with himself and bomb to my stomach, to my ribs. So the first step was to keep your balance, and the second one was to upset his balance. So if you want to win, if you want to hit him, you need to upset his balance. That's the first rule of fighting. For upsetting his balance, the best way is to make his hands cross each other. So when he grabs you, do not forget the foot, do not forget the foot position. Now the best way is to move his hands in the opposite direction. Here you see, he lost control. Now pay attention here, he's pushing my hands, he's putting pressure, you see here, and then he wants to put it on my chest like this. But I shouldn't let him to do this. That's the end of the story, if I let him to do this with me. Instead I resist here, and then suddenly I twist my body, and here I have the head. I can hit with my headbutt, and then the elbow or the other elbow can come to his face. That's it. So if I resist and suddenly I dodge, I can upset his balance. And after this, there are a lot of possibilities that I can use to hit and use other techniques here.
And what should I do if I don't want to hit him seriously?
If you want to cause the minimum damage, you need to lock him. And how's that? When he's pushing me and suddenly I twist my body, here I have this hand because he has grabbed my hand. So I have it. Here I can lock the hand easily like this, and then for preventing him to punch me, I use my palm to push the face to the other way. Here you can't do anything. And even if he uses the punch, even if the punch reaches me, it is not a big deal for me. It's not a big strike. Now another option you have is when you resist and then you dodge, here you can use the ribs to hit. grab me again. Here I resist and dodge. I grab behind the elbow, bomb to his ribs, bomb, another strike. You see, or I can use my knee. Still, there are a lot of options you can use, but the main rule is to upset his balance, and if you have the knowledge and you know 4 or 5 techniques, you can use them in the right way to prevent this.